It's my pleasure to introduce our next company, Inmedix. Inmedix is has the only clinically validated FDA-cleared diagnostic, solving poor outcomes and unsustainable costs for autoimmune disease, which is the most expensive part of healthcare. And I'm pleased to introduce Andrew Holman, CEO and founder of Inmedix.
Well, thanks very much. I appreciate it. I've got my timer on. So I had to come out of Zoom. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but Zoom was crashing during that last presentation. So I'm Dr. Andrew Holman. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Seattle and based in Inmedix. We're putting a diagnostic in doctors' offices to answer a very fundamental question, a big question. Why patients respond differently to the same treatment. It's about stress. It's about the very bad, nasty nature of science and stress. This is your brainstem. This is your fight or flight response. This is not the warm and fuzzy nature of stress. This is a challenge because we've never had a way to precisely measure it. But that measurement exists. And it's used to win World Cups and Super Bowl titles. It's an advanced form of something called heart rate variability. And it's light years ahead of what you may be familiar with on Apple, Fitbit, Zoom, and Oura Ring. We're starting in rheumatology. It's a 5-minute test done in the doctor's office. The information on ECG goes to the cloud while the data is stored, and in 10 seconds, the algorithms shoot back down to me actual measures of this part of your neuroanatomy. One of the most important distinguishing factors of Inmedix compared to other offerings here is we have data. 9 published studies, a prospective double-blind study showing this really works to predict outcome in rheumatoid arthritis. And we've enabled how to triple the remission rate in rheumatoid arthritis. Right now it's 25%. We take it to 79%. It's a SaaS play. This is very unusual for medicine. This is the first SaaS diagnostic of the kind. It has 2 recurring revenue streams. One is the lease per year, about $5,000. The doctor can pay for that in about 2 weeks based on current codes that already exist for this. And the other is we have centralized data for our pharma customers, and we get paid per test just like the doctor does. It's a very large total addressable market because stress affects everyone everywhere. In rheumatology alone, where we're starting, it's about $3 billion, but it goes up to about $85 billion when you look at this impact through medicine. We're LabCorp without any employees, without a lab, without any blood. We have 90% margins, and it includes customer acquisition. I'll have to explain that to you. And why we're going to reach $250 million revenue within by 2025. We have a tremendous amount of traction. We have patents, exclusive license, trade secrets. The reimbursement model is already done. The Medicare rates for HRV went up this year, so the doctor gets $100 every time they do this 5-minute test. We get $80 every time they do the test. We've done independent market adoption. 231 rheumatologists surveyed in the United States over the last 4 months. 96% want this in their office on day 1. And we're going to the FDA next month with our pre-sale. It's a very experienced team here, particularly not in diagnostics, but rheumatology diagnostics. 60-year plus cumulative experience led by Bernie Tobin, former president of Crescendo Bioscience. He had a 30% compound annual growth rate over his 5 years there. Inmedix has already sold patents for $10 million. We've had an exit for 30x already. This team has already done successful IPOs and major acquisitions. We've had $7 million of funding to date. I am very proud to say that I put in $2.75 million cash myself. I've led this particular round because I like what I see. It is a $3 million preferred equity round with warrants. Most of them are stacked at the beginning. There's still room for people to get in at the 30% warrants. It's a $28 million pre-money valuation. It's to fund the FDA milestones. These are some significant inflection points. FDA pre-submission meeting, FDA 510K submission is a non-risk class 2 diagnostic with a predicate, and commercialization and launch in the Pacific Northwest all in the next 12 months. So I want to thank you very much. I hope you'll come to our breakout session so I can really explain a lot of this, and particularly why this is so important to a doctor, equally important to the way you use a cell phone. We have to have this metric of measuring stress to do well to take care of patients. Thanks very much.